What's your Tyler's back with another edition of Wrestling Dumpsterfires here. I know why this has been like waiting until now because decorations had to be done for Halloween for a month now, but you will not see Halloween Havoc until the end of October. So that's 1991 and 1999. So stay tuned for those. But I was playing a new PS5 game I got. I forgot to mention it, but yeah, I got a new PS5 game, the Spider-Man 2. Oh boy, get ready for a review of that at some point. Not some point, I said. Because, good grief, that. Going through those goddamn guards are fucking done with fucking guns and that. But we're not going to talk about that. We're talking about this edition of Wrestling Dumpster Fires viewing. I hate to put Sting on this, but then again, he was part of that Black Scorpion storyline, but yeah, there was that. So, Sting's awful in 1999. This isn't the third time I've done this. Seth Rollins in 2019 as well as Roman Reigns. By the way, tomorrow will be my revenge pay-per-view, so stay tuned for that. And let's go on from there. Basically, Sting has been gone since Halloween Havoc 1998 after he lost to Bret Hart, and the match wasn't that great, but then again, that show was better than people said it is because of Goldberg and Diamond Dallas Page, but Sting would not return until some point after Uncensored. That led to, the logo changing to this. Yeah. He didn't have a match until Spring Stampede 1999, where he didn't win the WCW Championship there. It was won by Diamond Dallas Page, with Macho Man Randy Savage was the guest referee. Then they were doing this whole storyline of who's the franchise of WCW between him versus Goldberg. That led up to Slamboree. But before we get to that, Sting won and lost the WCW Championship from who else but Diamond Dallas Page. I don't understand that whole thing. I mean, the DDP match on Nitro was great, don't get me wrong. But why do the title change if you're going to keep the belt on DDP? Because, keep in mind, he was going to lose to Kevin Nash at Slamboree. Why would they do that? And Goldberg and Sting at Slamboree was good until Bret Hart and the Steiner Brothers fucked it up. Basically, Goldberg won by disqualification. And that was a way to ride Goldberg off to do that Universal Soldiers movie. I don't know what it was, really. Sting then went into the feud with Rick Steiner because unfortunately Scott Steiner got injured during this whole thing. That led to the fucking match at Great American Bash 1999. Next year I'll probably do that. Where Sting got eaten alive by dogs. Well, mostly it was just a stunt double, basically. It was so stupid, basically. And this whole thing, then Sting attacked Rick Steiner the night after, in a match against the Sandman. Yes, Rick Steiner versus the Sandman on Nitro. What? If you think that's more confusing, Bash at the Beach. I think that was the worst Bash at the Beach I ever. Of all the Bash at the Beaches, that's the black eye on the event itself. And this led to a tag match between Kevin Nash and Sting versus Macho Man Randy Savage and Sid Vicious, where they do the whole White Hummer storyline because that was around this time. And the most obvious, it should have been Sid, but nope. There was no conclusion until, I guess, 2000. But yeah, that tag match was not good, and Macho Man's performance in that match was bad. The Sting Sid feud continued to Road Wild, which led to through two unannounced trios. It was Kevin Nash, Sid Vicious, and Rick Steiner against Goldberg, Hollywood Hogan, and Sting. And I don't get that really. The match was won by Sid at Road Wild. If you saw my Road Wild review, It's in my secondary channel also. Then Sting got a world title match against Hogan on not only on that infamous episode of Nitro where the one with the Kiss Demon. I did Dumpsterfires on that already. And the other one was Fall Brawl where that was the night where Sting turned heel, and the less I say about that, the better. And the new regime came in at Halloween Havoc. Sting did not work as a heel in WCW. That is, TNA he can, but with the main event Mafia in that. This led to the whole match at Halloween Havoc where it's basically Hogan laying down to Sting, and that was a way to write Hogan off until I believe the end of January. But Sting's night was not over. He said he came to Las Vegas to fight, not to take a night off. So he instituted an open challenge, and the match after that was Goldberg and Sid. And Goldberg answered it, and we all thought Goldberg defeated Sting to win the WCW Championship. But of course, WCW, it was non-sanctioned, and the belt was vacated, so Sting had to enter a tournament to beat Brian Knobbs and Lex Luger. He basically got a bye against Ming, basically, because he got attacked by Luger. And he couldn't win the tournament. He lost to Bret Hart, where he won that tournament, and got his fate decided by Bill Goldberg. Which, speaking of that whole Starcade, that whole led to the final program in 1979 with him and Lex Luger, Sting, that is, where Elizabeth went away from Luger to Sting, and this whole thing was Vince Russo's specialty, the swerve and all that. Again, we'll talk about that, but yeah, Sting tricked Elizabeth, thinking she was gonna use the mace, but guess what? It was silly strings. And then Elizabeth just hit Sting with the baseball bat and causes a disqualification, and Lex Luger injures Sting. It was a way to write him off, basically, to film some TV movie. I don't know what Shutter Speed. I don't know I don't remember what the name was, and that was basically it. 2000, the feud with Vampiro, and the less I say about that, the better. But we're not gonna talk about that whole thing at all. So, the next wrestling dumpster fires. Let's just. I'll think about what I want to do next. Maybe. Regardless, tomorrow will be my revenge pay-per-view. It's action figures. And then Monday will be my Raw review also. And Tuesday I'll do the second Ice Age movie. The Meltdown, it was called. And yeah. Like this video, comment below, subscribe to this channel right here, including the notification bell. As well as my secondary channel, Tiles Retro Reviews. Subscribe and click the notification bell on that one so you will see on Thursday Unforgiven 1999. And I'll talk about what the fuck going on around that time, basically. Regardless. Next Dumpsterfires. I'll think about when it will be. Kevin Nash as Oz. Kevin Nash as Oz. Yeah. More WCW Dumpster Fires. For me. Bye-bye.